Good morning from day, I guess proper day 1, but day 2 on the Disney Fantasy, and today is a day at sea. So it's currently about 10 to 7 and we are up. We're just trying to stay to getting up at what would be our usual time, even though the clocks have moved forwards, and we can definitely feel the ship rocking a little bit. It's not making us feel sick or anything, but we can just feel the movement, which is interesting because we'd only just set off when we went to sleep, so we barely felt any movement, and now we're awake and we're like, oh, we're at sea. So our plan for this morning is to get dressed. I'm still in my pyjamas. Aaron is just getting ready, and then we're going to head up to Cabanas for some breakfast, and then at 9 o'clock I have the Royal Gathering, and then the shops also open around then, so it's probably going to be carnage because they haven't been open yet. So we'll try and grab some bits and then just show you what we got, and then take you around the shops another day or later today. And then I think there's like some other characters and bits going on that we want to do. And then at 11 Aaron has his beer tasting, and then at 12 I have the champagne tasting, and then we'll probably grab some lunch. I don't know if we're doing Cabanas lunch today or a sit down lunch. We'll just see what happens, and then we'll just be doing some activities, I think, and then getting ready for formal night and doing like the captain's handshake and meeting some of the characters in their formal gear, because I in particular want to meet Minnie Mouse because she meets in a different outfit here on the Fantasy. So she meets in the outfit that matches her atrium statue, which is what I really want to do. So yeah, I will catch you when I'm ready and we can do a quick outfit of the day. So we are now dressed and ready for breakfast, and as you can see I have gone for full cozy vibes. I have my pink piglet ears on, which are really soft and fluffy, and the matching Spirit jersey, and I do also have a long sleeve under this, and I've got on my cozy leggings. So if I pass you over to Aaron, he will show you my outfit in full. So these are the ears, my Spirit jersey, and then my cozy leggings, and I will be taking my pink Loungefly with me today as well. And you can now sort of see outside. I was going to show you when we first got up that it was a little dark, but it's a bit brighter now. So you can see it's a little bit choppy, but it's not too bad. I think I'm just getting used to the movement of the ship, because like I said, we weren't sort of awake once we set off last night, like a little bit, but not properly when we hit like the proper sea. So yeah, that's sort of the weather for today, and it's quite windy. I think the wind is more the thing than the waves. But let's head to Cabanas. Aaron's got on his Avengers Spirit jersey today. I always love these lifts. They're very beautiful and nice to get onto yourself. And in here on deck 11 is Sweet on You, so they have all different like ice creams and sweet treats in there, so we'll take a look in there later when they're open. But it's really cute because it's like Mickey and Minnie themed, and it reminds me of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So for juices we have cranberry juice, orange juice and apple juice. And there is also teas and coffees, as well as the soda fountain as well. The sun is just rising now, and I have got my food. Aaron went up before me, so he hasn't just been greedy, he just went first. So I've gone for some sausage, scrambled egg, hash browns, bacon, there's some hot maple syrup in there for my 2 Mickey waffles, some pastries and a muffin, because I remember I was obsessed with the muffins last time. So let's tuck in. So breakfast was really good. We are now heading back to the stateroom just for a little bit, just to freshen up before I have the Royal Gathering at 9 o'clock. Yeah, it was good, very full, but very happy to have had my first Mickey waffles of the trip. it's not the calmest seas out there this morning. By no means would I call it rough, but it is so lovely to just sit out here and chill. Like, we didn't get this at all last time. We spent a lot of time on like deck 4 chilling, like on the benches and that there, because we were on deck 2 on the Dream. So yeah, I think I'm convinced that maybe more than 4 nights would get a veranda, because this is beautiful. So I've just got out all of our fish extender gifts for the fish extender group we're in, and we're going to go give them out because most of them are literally on our floor, and then there's one just the floor up. So before I go to Raw Gathering, we're going to do these. So everyone's got like a little frame with a pin in it of one of their favourite characters, and then they have a little Disney duck as well, and I made all the frames for them. So we have delivered all of our fish extenders and we're now sat in the atrium. I really like these seats here by this porthole window, because you can like see everything that's going on. It's a little bit early, but hopefully soon I can join the queue for the princesses. Yeah, we might already be in the queue actually. And then Aaron might go join the queue for the shop because that also opens at the same time, or we might just go together afterwards. We're not quite sure. There isn't anything that we want that we think is going to sell out. We already have a knife from Animators. We would like a second, but I'm not sure it's worth joining the queue just to get a second because we do already have one. I don't know if I want the Fantasy Specific Spirit jersey. I've seen like a more generic cruise line one, which I like, and then I could wear it on different cruises. So I think that's the one I'm after, which probably isn't going to sell out either. I've seen that they've got loads of sizes, so I'm not really concerned. And then we just want the cruise pin as well, so nothing much. So since I last saw you, we have had a very fun-filled morning. So we did the Royal Gathering, we then popped in the shops, and I have a whole bag of merch down there which I will show you later. We then met Doctor Strange, Pluto, and then Thor, and Aaron also did an Avengers like little photo shoot thing. And we're now getting ready for Aaron to go to his beer tasting, and then once he's finished I'll be going to the champagne tasting. So just quickly got changed because the ship's feeling a lot warmer now, so I've gone for classic mini ears and this new t-shirt from Little Pyramid Magic where you get to choose, I think it's 5, yeah, you get to choose 5 icons. So these are the 5 I went for, and it's got the classic mini ears, so I had to go classic. So yeah, I might go do an activity or something while Aaron's in his beer tasting, so I'll take you along with me. So we just stopped up to Deck 11 to grab a quick Coke Zero. I am missing my Pepsi Max, I'm not gonna lie. And we are now heading to Europa because Aaron's beer tasting is at O'Gill's pub, and there is a forky making class at La Piazza. And I thought, why not? Something to do while Aaron is enjoying his beer class. So I'm going to go see if that's busy or not, and maybe make a forky. So I'm in La Piazza and I've got my little ball of clay foam stuff, foam clay, and a little bag of bits to build my own forky. And that is my finished forky. Ta-da! I realised halfway through that I forgot what forky looked like, but this is my version. So I've just put back to bring forky back to the room, and we have some of our fish extender gifts here. So I'm going to bring them in the room for safekeeping, but wait until I'm with Aaron later to open them up. I'm just taking a stroll along deck 4. I've just got a little bit of time before the champagne tasting and I don't want to go too far. And the sun's out now, so that makes it a little bit more cheerful. It's a little too windy though to have these guys on, but I'm enjoying the stroll.
Yes.
So the champagne seminar was amazing. I feel like I learned so much and also enjoyed the champagne. We are now at Cabanas and I actually sat outside, which is really nice. And Aaron's already had his while he was waiting for me. And I will show you what I got. So I've gone for a pesto orzo in this little bowl. I've got some focaccia and this like herby looking bread. It's sort of like garlic bread, and some butter. Then I've got some green beans and a chicken Kiev. And that is our view. So we finished up lunch in Cabanas and we've headed down to La Piazza a little bit early, ready for the Disney Parks trivia, and they're currently doing DIY door hangers. So we're here, so I thought I would do that. And I will say I'm enjoying all these craft sessions. I love crafts, so these are really fun and a nice way to spend a day at sea. So I think I last vlogged before we did trivia. So we did the Disney Parks trivia and some of the questions were really hard. Like I genuinely didn't know that the hitchhiking ghosts had names. So like that was a 3-point question. I was like, wow, this is news to me. We've definitely lost because that's like 3 whole points that we missed out on. But it was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, what did we do?
Met Stitch.
Yep, we went to meet Stitch. I felt like we did something in between, but we didn't. It was just a long queue for Stitch. So we went to meet Stitch and we've now come back up. This ship is definitely quite a bit rockier now. And I think we felt it more when we were like meeting Stitch because we were like all the way forward. And you just feel it a lot more, whereas like our room we're like proper mid ship. So it's a lot better here. So we've come back to get changed because some of the characters are already in their formal night gear, so just have a little bit of a chill and then get changed so we can do some of the formal night stuff before we go see the show tonight, which is Aladdin, and then we'll be in Royal Court for dinner, which I feel like is quite fun for formal night. It sort of feels like the most themed restaurant. But throughout the day we have had a few like fish extenders dropped off and pixie dust gifts as well. So this one we found just when we came back now, which is this board, and it's like got the map of the ports and where we're cruising to, and that was from stateroom 6126. So thank you very much for that. You like this, don't you?
Yeah, very cool.
It's very fun. And then we have our pixie dust gifts from 6064. So Aaron, would you like to go through yours first? A magnet. What else? A little notebook.
Last notebook.
Ooh, that's fun. Do you know what it is?
That's fun. Little. Tells where everything is.
Got a little
Got lost.
ship direction card. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Some chocolate, a little Reese's peanut butter cup. Aaron loves these. Some stickers.
Some stickers.
Who'd you get?
Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck.
And some socks. How fun is that?
Very fun.
Very fun.
Very
and
cool.
from the same stateroom, I've got my little goodie bag here as well. Ooh. I have got a Disney themed face mask that looks really nice. Yes, we don't get mixed up. A little Winnie the Pooh pen, sort of shaped like a balloon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've also got a little Mickey notebook. I've got a little bar of dairy-free chocolate because I am technically lactose intolerant. If you see me eat dairy on the cruise, I am taking lactose tablets. Just trying to be good. But typically at home I do just eat pretty much dairy-free. And I've got a little Dale magnet. And a little matching chip as well. I've also got one of those room navigation cards. Room navigation? Ship navigation cards. And I have a Tangled and a Winnie the Pooh sticker. So thank you very much for those. They were fun. And we've also had a few little bits of pixie dust. So I think we showed you some either earlier today or yesterday. But we've got some little playing cards from room 7612. And then we've got this little bag of pixie dust from 6084. And there's a little sewing kit in there. I don't know if you've seen. Which is actually really helpful because we have this thing of whenever we do formal events, I put on a dress and I somehow manage to break the dress every single time, like before I even put it on. And there's like a little bracelet in there, there's a croc charm, lots of little goodies in there, so thank you very much. And then earlier today, I completely forgot about this because I put it straight in my pocket. We found this hidden duck magnet by the lifts, and that was from stateroom 67110, who I think were hiding these 3D printed magnets instead of actual ducks. And I thought these were more fun because it was definitely like harder to spot and see. So we've got a little Minnie Mouse duck for the Norwegian Fjords. So yeah, that's all of our fish extender and pixie dust gifts so far. We feel very, very grateful. I mean, putting out the fish extender, we're part of the group, so we expect the gifts from the exchange because that's what we've all agreed to. But all the little extra bits of magic are very much appreciated. So yeah, we'll probably add these magnets to the door and then see you when we're ready for formal night. So I know I said I would see you again when we're ready for formal night, but I realised I still haven't showed you what we bought in the shop. So I'm going to do that now. We brought this bag from home with us, which I actually got from the Emporium of Magic, I want to say last year, just to shove stuff in because we knew we'd have quite a bit, and it just means on the last day we can just walk off with it all in here if we need to. So one of the first things that I got was this little monkey. He is technically a Christmas tree ornament, but I think I'm going to turn him into a bag charm because I've seen a few people do that on Instagram and TikTok, and he's a little towel animal and he's so fun. I can't quite remember how much he was. You know, he just said peach and I was like, how much can peach be? He was $24.99. So he was peach, which is $24.99, which I feel like, yes, is a little pricey, but where else are you going to get a little towel animal monkey? Next up we have a plushie, which is the cruise Donald. We weren't sure who we wanted to get, and this Donald just looked so happy sat on the shelf, so I thought he could come home with us, and he was also $24.99, so there is a little bit of a difference, but we love you, Donald. Then they had the like build your own ears, so I've got the little headband, which was So the headband is $9.99 and then the pieces that go on it are $11.99 each. And I picked up Chip and Dale, the two cheeky little chipmunks. I was tempted by Mickey and Minnie, but they didn't have Minnie, so it was then between Daisy and Donald or Chip and Dale, so I went Chip and Dale. And then they had some of the Europe merch at 40% off, so we picked up this little ornament for our Christmas tree, and that was down to £16.19. No, $16.19, sorry. And then before I went in the shop, Aaron had popped in the shop and got us the limited edition Europe pin, which was... So the limited edition Europe pin was $11.99 instead of $19.99. And then wrapped in here, and I'm not going to show you just to keep it safe, is the other animator's knife, which was $12.99. And then I was planning on buying one Spirit jersey, and I'd seen this one in the window and I knew I wanted it. So it's got Disney Cruise Line on the back, and then it's sort of in this like nautical style print, and then it has the Disney Cruise Line logo here. And so this was $79.99, so your standard Spirit jersey price. And then when I was in the shop, I happened to see the Fantasy Spirit jersey, and I do have the Dream one, and I was tempted not to be getting ship specific merch because like I haven't worn my Dream one on here. I've been wearing my Disney World Spirit jerseys, hence why I wanted this one. But then I saw it, and I mean, I had to get it. So I now have the Fantasy Spirit jersey with Dumbo on the background, on the bottom in the blue, and then on the white in gold foil is the Fantasy. So yeah, I have actually spent all of my merch money and eaten into a little bit of my ice cream money as well for like a sweet treat from Sweet On You. But I'm very happy with everything that we've got. Yeah, so that's all my shopping trips done, and now I am getting ready for formal night. And just like that, we are ready for formal night. Aaron is in a tux and I am in this lilac dress that I got off Vinted. So we're in a little bit of a rush because I want to go meet Minnie in her Fantasy Ship outfit from like the atrium. So we'll probably catch you guys later. Bye! So we have met Minnie in her outfit and Daisy, and we've also done the atrium staircase photos, and they are now handing out like the little cocktail hour for formal night. So we've both got a free cocktail. I think it's the Captain's Mai Tai. So cheers! So we are at the Royal Court tonight, and we've already had some of the bread service, which was this brioche bread and then some like crispy French bread rolls. We were starving, so we've already tucked in. And then for starters, we've both gone for the brie, and then we've got some of the escargot to share.
And I also got the French onion soup.
And then for the main course, we have both gone for the crispy duck with parsnip mash and cabbage. And for dessert, I have gone for the apple tart tatin, and Aaron has got the souffle. So we've just come back from dinner and come into our room, and we have what we think is a dog. I'm gonna go with a dog as our towel animal, and of course, the yummy chocolates. And so just like that, we are at the end of our first day at sea. I don't really know how much footage I have managed to get today, so I might merge today and tomorrow because it's just another day at sea. But we will see. No pun intended. So yeah, we've had a lovely evening. We didn't vlog loads because we were mostly just in queues meeting characters or for other photo opportunities, so we'll definitely insert some of those pictures. And then we also saw Aladdin, which was absolutely incredible. I loved it. Genie is so fun, and I love all the little like extra bits they put in, like being on a cruise, like bits that you don't get in like the West End. and dinner was wonderful. Our server was like, basically he was like, I want you to try the steak, and basically forced us to have the steak as well. It was lovely. I mean, I definitely prefer the duck, but I do love duck, and I think Aaron also said the same. Yeah. So the steak was nice. I'd highly recommend steak. If you like steak, get the steak. We like steak a lot, but I also love duck probably equally, if not more. And we loved the escargot, everything. All the food was great. Although I wasn't the biggest fan of the tartare, and I've had a tartare before and also felt the same, so I'm not necessarily sure that it's the tartare's fault. It might just be a me thing. So that's a little lesson there for me. Aaron had the souffle and thought it was delicious. Yes, I'm getting nods from him over on the bed. And yeah, the rockiness today has been a little bit much at times. It's not been consistently bad, would you say?
No.
It's just like the occasional like little swell that we get, and it sort of captures you. And I think especially walking around the hills in the evening, sometimes they caught me a little bit off guard. But it should hopefully be a little bit calmer tomorrow, although it's supposed to be rainy. So we shall see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today, and don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and let me know if you enjoy formal night and if you get dressed up. Bye.